I don't know how to say this, but this is an emergency stream. Although they do happen every single Thursday, but this one is very special. I'm not messing around with you. I woke up, I read this thing, and I thought to myself, what? Could he do this again? Could he do this fucking thing again? Without further ado, let's go. Okay, here we go. A little while ago, we got the news on the PlayStation blog that there is a new game coming. It's called Abandoned. And there's a cinematic, it's a cinematic survival sim, and it's hitting PS5 later this year. Interesting. Interesting. Deathstroke, you motherfucker, get out of here. Banned. Fucking everybody ban him. Delete that fucking link right now, and can you let me do my fucking show, dude? Jesus Christ, man. Now, we've seen this trailer. It was a really boring as fuck trailer. Let's see it again.
Let me tell you a story. A true story. A story that could overcome to all of us. Imagine waking up at a place far, far away from home. Away from your loved ones. Away from
Blue Balls Game Studio, true.
away from safety. Trying to understand how you got there. No one there to guide you. No one there to
Take it
assist
easy. You take it easy. You take it easy, Double O.
No
This is my
one,
life. My life is on the
nothing
line.
to survive. But the complicated part is, well, you are
Louder, please.
prey.
Oh, sorry. Sorry about that.
Powerless, thirsty,
Sorry about that.
weak prey of a strong, blood-loving community led
Sorry,
by
sorry,
a
sorry. Here you go.
religious nut job, a false prophet that will do anything for power, anything for wealth. And when you realize this, you know it's the end, your end. But you will never accept this.
Is
You
this some
will
kind of crazy
fight
theory or
for a
really
way
new
out.
Silent Hill? You're about to find out, and you're about to have your mind fucking blown. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding, guys. Q4 2021. All right, that's all we got. Oh no, here we go. Here we go. There's more. Just a guy with a pistol, right? Now, when we initially saw this thing, all of us collectively went, we thought, hey, why announce this? Why reveal this? This looks boring as fuck. Notice that this PlayStation blog was written by Hasan Kahraman. He's the game director. He's the game director of Blue Box Game Studios, okay? I'm gonna have to, like, give major credits to PlayStationLifestyle.net for actually breaking this. I just don't know where to start because this is going to be unbelievable. All right, here we go. Remember years ago when Hideo Kojima was first teasing Metal Gear Solid V, The Phantom Pain? He made up a fake studio called Moby Dick Studios and for months played a role of a fake developer named Joaquim Mogren, announcing a game called The Phantom Pain, which of course ended up being MGS-V. Any good conspiracy, however, isn't complete without a bunch of red herrings and hoaxes from overzealous fans complicating things, which we are definitely going to be doing here right now. Kojima did the same thing with the fake PT, ultimately being a playable teaser for the cancelled Silent Hills. So is it happening all over again with Blue Box Game Studios and Abandoned? Is this really Hideo Kojima and Silent Hill? Or is it genuinely a studio caught in the middle of conspiracy theories from fans who will end up being disappointed? I've fallen down the rabbit hole of research, collecting as much information as I can to try to come to a definitive conclusion. So far, there are fewer overtly obvious clues than the entire Phantom Pain tease, but there's enough reasonable doubt surrounding the entire project to suggest that there's at least something fishy here. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing this. I'm sorry. Blue Box Game Studios reveals Abandoned. So on April 7th, 2021, they released the blog post called Abandoned, blah, 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 was by Hasan Kahraman, the game director of Blue Box Game Studios. Just remember this name. These kinds of articles aren't uncommon, the PS blog, and initially, not much was thought of it. In fact, the announcement video has quite a few negative comments from people criticizing everything from the shoddy sounding voiceover work to the janky frame rate. A couple of months later, Blue Box Game Studios revealed that Abandoned would get its own PS5 app, which would let players run the game's trailers in real time on the PS5. Why would an up-and-coming game studio do that? Why would they have their own PS5 app on the PS5 where you can play the trailer in real time? Who the fuck needs this? This is a curiously specific thing that not even first-party PlayStation Studios games have ever done, so it raised some eyebrows that this unknown game studio would be the first to pioneer the feature. Experience all the trailers and gameplay reveals with images rendered real-time by the PS5 hardware with the Abandoned real-time trailers PS5 app game, blah, 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 blah. Why do people think Blue Box and Abandoned are actually Kojima and Silent Hill? There we go, Misha. Deathstroke, you'll be sorry you said that, because when we get it, look, I read this shit, I'm not a believer, right? I don't believe any of this fake hype anymore. But as I kept reading this, my mind just kept going, huh? 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 Until... Here's where we really dive down the rabbit hole. This week, Blue Box Game Studios posted a tweet indicating that Abandoned wasn't the actual name of the game and teasing a game name starting with S and ending with L. Abandoned equals first letter S, last letter L. Reveal closing in. PS5 exclusive. Theories had already been circulating that Blue Box was another Kojima ruse and that Abandoned was in fact the next Silent Hill. And of course, this random tweet exacerbated that speculation to nuclear levels. Don't make me buy a PS5, Sony. Dude, you're gonna get it. We're all gonna get it. The studio quickly apologized and walked things back after the tweet picked up pace, saying it had not intended to make people think it was Silent Hill. We wanted to set things straight. We have no relations with Konami. Silent Hill is owned by Konami. We do not have any relations with Hideo Kojima. It was never our intention to tease the name as Silent Hill. We sincerely apologize for this. All right, here we kind of trace back. We go, okay, maybe, you know what, maybe... Yeah, maybe there is nothing to it. A public statement like that, like, yeah, come on. In one tweet, they refer to Abandoned in quotes, implying once again that it isn't the real name of the game. They do confirm in yet another tweet that Abandoned is a codename for development. In another, they claimed the April teaser was just an announcement of the development and that the game itself has never been shown, which creates some questions around what those screenshots and video on the PlayStation blog were then. So basically, they walked everything back that they shown in their initial release trailer and said, oh, that is not the game, by the way. We will show you the game. What we showed wasn't the game. But if Konami owns Silent Hill, how Kojima should do it? Konami and Kojima had legal issues with each other. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that speculation, like, as a community. We're gonna discuss that real quick after this. But, like, we have to get through this thing because this is a fucking ride, okay, guys? I'm taking you on the ride right now. We're confident with the game as it is right now. The teaser back in April was just an announcement of the development. The game itself has never been shown, so we hope that we will still convince everyone with the first time reveal. Ooh. Other hints that the Blue Box and Abandoned aren't what they seem. Let's start with the logo for Blue Box Game Studios, which is just the PlayStation Studios logo, font and all. All right, okay, conspiracy theory like territory. We're kind of entering this, you know? We kind of entering this part because, like, is it not? I can tell you a bunch of studios, game development or like software development companies, they kind of have this thing, like PlayStation Studios, this logo. I criticized it for being shit in the first place. So, like, and so generic. So, I don't really know about this, but font being saying like, okay. And wouldn't you know, the animated PS Studios logo that plays ahead of first-party games glows blue for a moment, creating a Blue Box. Not to mention, PS4 and PS5 physical games all come in a blue box. Hey, this is bullshit. And why studios plural for this small developer? Okay, this is a bunch of bullshit. Okay, now, here we go. Here's where shit gets super nice. There's also the fact that Blue Box Game Studios only seems to have a single employee, Hasan Kahraman. I checked this also on like LinkedIn, and Blue Box indeed only has one registered employee, who is Hasan Kahraman, the director of the studio. No one else is associated with this studio that's been given spotlight by PlayStation and is on PlayStation blog and has a PlayStation teaser, an PS5 exclusive, who coincidentally or not shares his initials with Hideo Kojima. Hasan Kahraman. Hideo Kojima. And despite saying... Wait, sorry, I forgot it. I forgot about it. Twigsy, oh, for fuck's sake, what? Oh, Twigsy, thank you so much, dude. No. And despite saying that they worked as a support studio for years, so this is Blue Box apparently working as a support studio, you won't find any record of the games they've supposedly assisted with in the past, or other developers talking about working on Abandoned. They've been a support studio, allegedly. They've never supported any other studio, any development of any other game. Nobody works with them. Nobody has ever worked with them, other than this one guy, Hasan Kahraman. The only previous game connected with Blue Box is a Steam Early Access title called The Haunting: Blood, Water, Curse. So this is their game, which was published on 23rd December 2020. The Haunting is here's the description. The Haunting is a first-person horror adventure game in where you fight ghosts using a camera and explore the mysteries of the Red Water Woods through cinematic storytelling. It is early access on PC. A game that is inspired by Fatal Frame, a classic Japanese horror franchise. I'm sensing a pattern here. That game has since been pushed to Createch Interactive, another company with almost no online footprint at all. Blue Box Game Studios had a game called The Whisperer for Android, which now can't be found. So they had this little game. When you look at this game by Blue Box Game Studios, okay? I'm just gonna wait until you see it. The first person who sees this gets a kiss from me. You always get a kiss from me. This is the thing with the chat. It's the thing. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Come on, guys. Guys, it's easy. It's so fucking easy. What hand, Alper? What hand? What kind of hand is this? No, what kind of hand? Alper has it, almost. Death Stranding hand. Exactly. The only game that you can trace back to Blue Box as of right now is The Whisper, a paranormal investigation game for Android, which shares a black Stranding hand as its fucking logo. The game curiously only had 5 total downloads ever. The 5th, Extinction. If you play Death Stranding, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't played Death Stranding, I can't. They also have another game title. Oh, they do have another game title, Tales of the Six Swords, early access for Android, which also now can't be found. Some weeb stuff. The Kingdom of Teres is held together by 6 powerful swords, blah, 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 blah. Seems like it's just building up a fake profile for the company to stand up under very light scrutiny. Okay, now I'm going to blow your mind. Hasan Kahraman does have an Apple App Store profile with a bunch of low-quality asset flip games under his belt. The only app that's not a game is called GoFit XL, which sits under the health and fitness category. Are you ready for this? GoFit XL by Hasan Kahraman. There is some diet list, activity and exercises programs, personal training, in brackets, PT, programs. Blue Box Game Studios website is a bare bones affair with nothing to show off, no way to apply to work at the company, and zero other information outside of links to their social channels which share a similar lack of information. The Blue Box Game Studios Twitter account is BB. Their Twitter account is BB Game Studios. BB as in Death Stranding BB. Supposedly based in the Netherlands. Blue Box Game Studios appears to have been founded in 2015, exactly 1 year after the release of PT, and right around the time Kojima was going through his breakup with Konami. Is this all just part of a long con? Well, some of the tweets from Blue Box have been sent at very odd hours for Netherlands time, but they do line up with the Tokyo workday pretty well. In Netherlands time zone, all of the tweets are being published around 3 a.m., which is 10 a.m. Japan time. Are we getting into this or not? I mean, you were making fun of me like a minute ago, but like, are we kind of getting into this now? Into the groove? Into the conspiracy? Blue Box Game Studios' sole known developer, Hasan Kahraman, has a bare bones LinkedIn profile with almost no connections and no further information. Holland, Netherlands, 2 connections. He's an engineer at the Blue Box for 7 years and 3 months. Not a single game. Not a single real game. Okay, here's where... Oh man, guys, I don't think, all right, I don't think we're ready. I mean, I don't know how to say this, but let's take it a step further, though. The Blue Box Game Studios YouTube account, formed on January 2015, has 0 videos, and the profile header background features an image of hills with some low-lying clouds and fog nestled upon them. Let's check it. Of course, Silent Hill is renowned for its fog, and hills seem like a painfully obvious teaser here. It's also been noticed that the teaser for Death Stranding Director's Cut shows Sam Bridges wearing a blue suit, getting into a box, and throwing the camera into a cheeky smirk. Okay, this is where shit gets a little bit, you know, like, yeah, okay, sure. At the time, it seemed to be a Metal Gear Solid tease, but it could also play into the blue box reference. People have also noticed the flag on Sam's back in this teaser is the Netherlands flag, where Blue Box Game Studios is supposedly based. Is it a stretch? Certainly, it most definitely is. Oh yeah, and one more thing. Hasan Kahraman, despite having almost 0 presence elsewhere, is somehow a verified PSN account. It's hard to get. It's basically being like verified on you know, Twitter. You have to be a certain person. And not every developer, you don't, like, I know you're going to jump in and say like, oh, but because he's a developer, not every developer. In fact, quite a few developers actually get verified PSN accounts. His verified PSN account has been playing a game that doesn't exist on the PlayStation Store called Demon Blood. The non-existent Demon Blood game uses Siren Head for its artwork, which horror manga artist Junji Ito recently reacted to. And a year ago, it was revealed that Kojima and Ito were in talks to work together. So this is this game that we're talking about. This is fucking Demon Blood. This game doesn't exist. There's Siren Head is the text, right? Demon Blood is the name of this game. He somehow has it in his calendar. This Hasan Kahraman. Wait, Ito and Kojima are working together? They were supposed to. They talked about it, but and then everything just kind of died down. Yeah, I was super excited when I heard that, but we don't know. We don't know. Kahraman PSN account, Sneaky Warrior, has 1,238 total trophies in it. This is the same number as the Silent Hill 4 Japanese commercial. It's not too far-fetched to think that Sony added a bunch of random games and trophies to his account to meet this number and give weight and credibility to his identity, especially given that the vast majority of the games have very few, if any, trophies. His PSN account links to a YouTube channel called 2727. Silent Hills was confirmed as cancelled publicly on April 27. Further, we can look at the name Abandoned, which some take to refer to PT and/or Silent Hills, which were abandoned, as Zero said, 7 years ago. If Blue Box Game Studios' game truly is the return of Silent Hill, then Abandoned is a pretty appropriate working codename under which to revive the project. Some eagle-eyed Redditors also noticed that the Abandoned teaser video, at about 49 seconds, there's a graffiti on the wall that says, "Kill the trespassers," with a narrow tree blocking a couple of letters. The tree seems to be in front of the letters T and P, or perhaps more accurately intended P and T. This is bullshit. This is too much. Okay, and that's it. I don't know if I can safely say, like, oh, 100% this is Kojima. The things that do strike me as the strongest arguments for it is obviously, like, Kojima loves the initials. Kojima loves the naming games, right? He always loved it, you know, like with everything. So Hasan Kahraman, Hideo Kojima, Kahraman being translated as Hideo, or rather Hideo being translated into Kahraman. This guy making a bunch of, like, fucking fake looking apps and shit like that. No past, no presence, no LinkedIn connections. No one has ever heard about him. And I've paid attention to the Metal Gear Phantom Pain, the whole, like, Moby Dick Studios thing. I followed that closely. And with that context, it almost seems like too easy. You know, it honestly doesn't even seem like a stretch at all. Now, is it the Silent Hill IP? Probably not. There's just very little chance of them negotiating all that jazz. Like, even having Sony as a, like, a mediator, I don't think it's gonna happen. Now, is it a spiritual successor in tandem with Junji Ito? Fuck, that could work. Hideo has been talking about making a horror game for so long that it would only make sense for him to take on something that, you know, he's kind of dabbled in already. His take on Silent Hill in the version of the PT demo was actually better than most, like, late Silent Hills we ever got. Plus, I think the guy that actually did all the music for Silent Hill left Konami, so you might as well just hire the guy to produce, like, a different sounding, like a different tune, you know, but the same rusty guitar. It's so wild and it doesn't make sense. But Occam's razor, you know, the simplest possible explanation is most likely the right one. It's fucking Kojima, dude.